Welcome to Sports Talk on the Tuesday night edition. We are live on the WJRG television network, part of the KMI. I'm Dr. Jerry Green, along with Big Don for Big Don Production, the producer of this show. What's up, Don?
Everything's good, man. Waiting to rock and roll on some football.
All the way to my right is the legend himself, Bruce Austin, and it's How About Them Cowboys?
And it's a beautiful day, and the Cowboys is on their way.
I love it. All the way to Jackson, Henry Green. What's up, bro?
All right, how's everybody this evening?
We are
Great,
blessed.
great.
In Frederick, Maryland, man, I passed by Frederick when I was going to South Carolina, Larry. How you doing, my brother Larry Pearson? What's up?
I'm doing great.
All right. One of the greatest pastors in the world, Pastor Walter Teague, the doctor. What's up, Walt? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. How's everyone today?
Good.
We are blessed. And every moment move. Kendall Tyson. What's up, brother? I'm glad you
What's happening, gentlemen?
Every moment move.
All right. Our sports legend, Anthony McLean. We know we need you on the show to keep these guys in check. So, Anthony McLean, what's up, bro?
I'm good. I'm good.
And one of the greatest pastors who's going to be in Nigeria, I believe next week, doing a great job for the Lord and doing a great job at his church, Power to Stand Outreach Ministries in Upper Marbury, Maryland. Bishop Ernest E. Richard Jr. What's up, Bishop? He's a doctor as well. What's up?
1st and 10, ready to roll. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
I know Minnesota has a quarterback.
Say that one more time, Kendall.
Minnesota has a quarterback.
Hold on. I do want to say Bob McCormick's going to be calling in around 6:20 with our sports update. So we'll give Bob an opportunity. Larry, the floor is yours. I know you guys are itching to go at it. All the games that was on the weekend and Thursday and Friday, Thursday and Monday and all day Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, and Monday.
Yeah, so let's go ahead, Larry. Do your thing.
And Sunday.
Yeah, watching football this weekend was awesome. I thought I'd seen some great games until I seen the Ravens and the Buffalo Bills, and I was totally shocked. Watching the whole game,
That was a great game, too.
I have never seen a quarterback like Josh Allen by himself come back and beat the Ravens. I mean, they had a running back run for over 165 yards, 2 touchdowns, had receivers catching things with one arm, and Josh Allen by himself.
The guy fumbled the ball, though. The
guy by himself can beat the Ravens.
All right, go ahead.
With 15, it was 4 minutes to go, and they were down by 15, and Josh put on the gate.
Exactly.
Go ahead. Let's start off with Pastor.
No doubt, man. That was an awesome job by Josh Allen. You want your best players to play the best at the most important time. You can't blame this one on the coach. He gave the ball to Derrick Henry. He put the ball on the ground. Josh Allen brought them back by himself. You can't even name their wide receivers. He pretty much did it all by himself. He runs just as good as Lamar. He throws the ball better than Lamar, and he wins. So I just think Josh really showed himself. He showed himself on Friday, that was a great game. I was totally shocked. I said, oh, man, they up there waving. Jay Flowers is like, I'm here this time. I wasn't here last time. They were celebrating. They was getting in. And next thing, soon as they kept saying, boys, only a 15-point lead. Anything could happen. When they got that bad boy down to 8, I said, this looked like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. They got that back. So see what they're gonna do. They gave it to Henry. He was running up and down the field on him. And what did he do? Put it on the ground. Ed Oliver he sacked Lamar Jackson with the ball for a 15-yard loss, and he stopped Henry in the backfield and caused the fumble. Yeah, it was a great game, man.
All right, who you got next? Bishop?
All right, well,
okay,
I echo those same sentiments in that game, and like you, Pastor Walt, I was kind of shocked because I thought Baltimore had wrapped it up. I went to go make a sandwich, and I come back and realized they was down 8. So I had to watch the replay on that. But that fumble, and I'm not just blaming that fumble, because remember, prior to that fumble getting the ball back, they had 4 downs. All they needed was a first down, just a first down. Could have locked that game up. And instead of a first down, he put the ball down. And I can't think of the backup running back, whatever his name is. They couldn't get 3 yards. 3 yards. That's all they needed. 3 yards. That would have changed the game. Unfortunately, Josh Allen showed who he was. That Buffalo defense showed that they still had some spark. Although I think they're a top 10 defense. I think they're 9 or 10. But they played like they was the #1 defense in the world just for that one series. And then my man, I can't think of who the receiver was for Baltimore. My brother got hit so hard, I think he's already in next week's game.
Go ahead, Kendall.
Well, Josh Allen showed me that he's the MVP,
Yeah.
and it's not a statistical thing. He made me think about the fact that although Lawrence Taylor was the best player out there getting the MVP like he did, Bruce Smith was still playing football in Buffalo with almost 200 sacks. So Lamar Jackson was the Bruce Smith, and Josh Allen was the Lawrence Taylor, the star. That guy and his backstory is just amazing. No Division I offers. He wrote 1,000 colleges, went to a junior college, won the championship, got 1 scholarship to a Division I, went there, and look at him now. What can we say? Josh Allen is letting everybody know I earned that MVP last year.
Amen.
All right, go ahead, Henry. I'll go with Anthony. Go ahead, bro.
Well, that game right there might, and when the playoffs come around, Baltimore now may have to go to Buffalo in January because of that game. But we'll see. Let's see. Go ahead, Ian.
Go ahead, sports legend.
Yeah, the fact that Baltimore defense, which they spent a whole bunch of money on during the offseason, gave up 40 points, that's got to be very, very discerning. Very, very, very discerning. But remember this, regular season last year, Baltimore won the regular season matchup, and then they wind up losing in the playoffs. Now, it's going to be tough, but be interesting to see if Baltimore has to go back in there in the postseason, see if they can outright that. That game reminded me so much of the playoff game with Buffalo and the then Houston Oilers back in the day. Well, the deficit wasn't as big, but the fact that they made the comeback the way they did, you got to get it.
Frank Reich. Yeah.
Frank Reich, backup quarterback.
Who also had the biggest comeback in Division I
in college. Yeah.
All right, Kelly, did I get you already?
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
you. Go ahead.
First of all, let me say it. Josh Allen had a great game. He had a great game. But after hearing what everybody said, how could y'all possibly say that Josh Allen won it by himself? The man had a fumble. The defense played good. One man ran for over 150 yards. The receivers had over 150 yards. How did Josh Allen do it by himself?
Good question. Who want to answer that?
Yeah,
What running back on Buffalo had 150 yards? You must have been asleep then, too.
He did it.
Let me
He
finish.
lied. He lied.
How could this
He
game?
had 80-something yards, didn't he?
How could this game prove that he won MVP? He deserved MVP last year with the numbers that Jackson had, Lamar had.
Lamar had the best receiver.
This game ain't no prove nothing from last year.
Listen, Bruce, here's the thing. But here, and I think what it is he runs just as well as Lamar, and he's stronger. Okay?
They both
And hold on. I said just as well, meaning both. Just as well. Okay? He throws the ball better than Lamar. All right?
I agree there.
All right? Lamar's good. But the thing is, he is winning the big game. When they head-to-head, they wanted that game because Baltimore was looking at this game all year because what Ant just said. They lost to them up there last year, without Zay Flowers. So they were like, oh man, our best guy wasn't here. We gonna get him now. Derrick Henry ran all over him last year. He ran all over him again. And then they lost. You know what I mean? They lost. And the reason they lost was Josh Allen.
What was
Big
their
reason they lost.
regular season?
Yeah, it's regular season.
No, I'm saying what was their record between each other last year in the regular season?
We talking about the game Sunday. We game Friday, whatever it was.
Y'all the one brought up this game.
Y'all going about last year. All right. You going on last year.
Come on,
Let me
Bruce.
look
Let
at
it
your
go.
Man, come on now.
That's just like
You better read the Bible. What did David say? Forgetting those things behind me and pressing
Here
forward.
we go. Here we go. Bible studies in session.
Yeah,
Let
that's
it
what
go.
Paul said, right?
Can I get mine in now? I'll make it plain.
Yeah, go for it.
Last year, it was very important to play off the Bills beat the Ravens.
Right.
And they wanted this game here to show who's king. And they came out and they beat them again.
Beat him again.
The Bills are king.
That's their daddy. That's their daddy.
All
All right.
right.
Next
Come on,
page.
man.
Hey, what's your next
Go ahead, Larry.
Okay. Now, when the season started off, we had the top four.
Who's
We
weak?
had Ravens, Buffalo, Kansas City, and Detroit was for the top teams.
Yeah.
Since game one, who sits above everybody else and which team, Buffalo sits above everybody else, but which team got the biggest problems, you think?
But Larry, what's the
I
four teams
think
again? The Ravens, the Bills.
It's the Ravens, Buffalo, Kansas City, and Detroit.
Okay,
Okay, Buffalo looked good. Buffalo didn't have no problems. Can I talk?
Yeah.
Can I talk?
Well, Larry.
Buffalo looked pretty good. The Ravens had a great game, but their defense is suspect for me right now. And Detroit find out they have a lot of holes. They need to come together. They need offense and defense. And I think Kansas City, they had a tough game, but out of those four, Detroit had the biggest setback, I think.
You left one out, Larry. You should have put the
Larry,
Eagles in that mix too.
Larry, can I say something? Because I didn't. All right, Bruce got a good point. How come Philly not in there? They're the champs.
That's what I was saying.
Philly the champs.
You talking about
Okay, hold on. So it was my question. I posed the question. I asked them, out of the big four, Philly won. So the other teams all lost. So I said, out of the big four, the four top teams, which team took a step backwards? Those are teams that all lost. Kansas City lost, the Ravens lost, Detroit lost, and who was the other team, Larry?
You had
Yep.
Buffalo in there.
Yes, it was Buffalo, but Buffalo won.
Yeah, but so no, Chiefs lost. Yeah, so I said which team took a step back. So didn't have to put the Eagles in there because they won. So it was my question.
Why would you put Detroit in there when Washington beat Detroit?
I think took a big
Huh?
step
What are you
back.
talking about?
Then
No, we're talking.
Here again.
You're talking about last year again. I'm talking about game one.
On the playoffs.
Game one, which of the top four teams had a setback? To me, I think it was Detroit.
I
think it was Detroit.
Yeah.
So he got to be talking
But
about the
Philly
record
won,
from
too.
last year.
No, he's talking about this year.
I'm
Philly
confused. Maybe I
won.
got the question wrong.
But Walt did say, Pastor Walt did say, either on Friday's show, he didn't think Detroit can be that good because they lost
Right.
their two coordinators.
Two coordinators.
Right, you did
Right.
say that.
So
And it proves to be so.
That was the point.
Yeah. So I said Detroit took the biggest setback because the Packers, that game wasn't even close.
Not
You know?
easy.
That game wasn't even close. And they don't have the same offense, and their defense didn't look that good. But they lost the defensive coordinator. He's with the Jets now. And they lost their offensive coordinator. He's with the Bears. So it's going to take them. So to me, out of those four teams, I think Detroit took the biggest step.
I have to agree with you on that. I mean,
Yeah, I agree with
they
that
just-
too. It's
they
pretty
had no
clear.
answer.
Pretty clear.
Yeah. Consider and got to remember also Detroit was like one of the highest scoring teams in the league, and they only
Yep.
really
Yep.
Exactly.
They only
And
scored
then
like
after Detroit, I will go with the
Uh,
Chiefs.
Well, the Chiefs took a step. The Chiefs took a step back in the sense where you got to know that they're not going to win. You know, all those close wins, it catches up to you after a while. They're still a good team, but a game like that last year, they probably pull out. The fact that they lost that game this year means that there's going to be more pressure on their defense. I mean, they're going to score. They're going to score their points. Even a mediocre night for them is still going to be 20, 25,
28 points, give or take.
I got a question for you. I know my brother and say something.
Going to be.
But my question,
Hold on.
hold up.
He's still talking.
Is Green Bay that much better because they put a whooping on Detroit? Would you say that
we gotta
Detroit
get
Bay
there.
bad or Green Bay is just that good?
We didn't get there yet, though, Jerry. We didn't get there yet. It's up there.
That's the next
We didn't get there yet.
All right, go ahead, Larry.
Finish, Anthony.
Oh no, I mean, the two teams that, to me, the Lions and the Chiefs took a major step back because of the way that they lost. And again, Kansas City, they're going to score their points. They're going to be judged by how their defense goes. And with Detroit,
Is that what I said? I said their defense, that raggedy defense, and that
Detroit,
proved it.
Mm-hmm. And Detroit, I think it's both sides. I think Detroit's to both sides of the line.
I think San Diego quarterback had an outstanding day.
About time.
That's one of the best games I've seen him play. And he went toe-to-toe with Mahomes.
Yes, he
and that
did.
last one he put down there, I think he'll play that outstanding day. I think if it wasn't for him being that accurate, I think he's pulled it off.
But that was the coach, Larry. The coach. What I said about the coach. Because everybody knows Harbaugh want to run the ball. So the Chiefs came out there and he threw it all over the place. He said everybody was shocked, like, wow, he ain't running the ball. That's his MO. He outsmarted him. He said, okay, this is week 1. Andy Reid, they're gonna know that we want to run, we're gonna pound the ball. That's their game, ground and pound. They didn't run it at all. They threw it all over the place. And Chiefs couldn't stop them.
And listen.
And they still only lost by 6. But I'm saying it's gonna be,
I think Keenan Allen had some stickum on his jersey because I don't think he dropped anything that day.
I think Jim Harbaugh is always prepared for a first game. He's 6-0 on his first games. And John Harbaugh is the one that always runs the ball because Jim Harbaugh was the one that also had Colin Kaepernick and utilized his passing and his running skills. I think that they call him Captain Comeback back in the day when he played, so I just think that, to be perfectly honest, I went with Kansas City, but I just know that Andy Reid got out-coached. I watched that boy, Ebert. I even wrote down and said he must have heard our show because he showed us something. These quarterbacks stepped up this week.
Well, and I'll say to your point, Anthony, he just said it not that long ago. Those close games last year, Kansas City got away with. They can't get away with those close games this year because every team that they play, most of the teams that they're playing this year, with the exception of I think 3 or 4, they're playing again. And let's not talk about the division. In this particular case, isn't the Chargers a division rival for them? So they've already sort of kind of got their number and they figured out how to get around them for now. But the real test is going to come when they play them again because they played them in. Are they in LA or San Diego now?
They're in LA. They're in
LA. They played them in LA. They got to still go back to Kansas City. That's when we'll find out if Herbert's the real deal against the Chiefs. To me,
technically, this was a home game for the Chargers, even though it was in Brazil.
It was in Brazil.
Yeah.
All right, Larry, you got another topic? Go ahead, bro.
Hey, Jerry, real quick, just let me throw my little thoughts in there about Kansas City. First of all, looking at the game, I thought Patrick Mahomes wasn't really sharp. And also because Worthy got hurt on the opening drive, that kind of hurt him. They didn't have Rice. And then the other boy dropped a lot of passes. I think Brown.
Yeah, Hollywood Brown, yeah.
And now, to me, the offensive line really, that's to me what Kansas City weakness, to me where it looks like they really got to straighten that out. Because even down at the end of the game, when they got the deep pass, then they had the back-to-back offside penalties. So that kind of killed their drive. So they really got to straighten the offensive line out. That's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, the same players. He did it last year too, Larry, right? That their right tackle. I mean, He just keeps getting those 15-yard penalty. Last year they kept getting them for being too far off the line of scrimmage. This year they keep getting them for moving too fast. I thought Travis Kelce was going to punch him in the head. He was telling
Everybody got that one in. You got it in.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to listen to Bob McCormick coming up right now. Come on, Bob. We ready?
All right, Donald. How you guys doing tonight? Okay.
Hey, Bob.
Great.
Hey, Bob.
Good, Bob.
We'll start with Jalen Carter. He's been fined $57,000+ for spitting on quarterback Dak Prescott of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
His ejection from the game counted as a 1-game suspension, so he'll be able to play this week. Some great games this past weekend, especially the Bills and Vikings, who came from behind for wins. This Thursday, the Packers play the Commanders on Prime Video. Sunday, it's Giants, Cowboys, Bills, Jets, Patriots, Dolphins. The Giants linebacker Mekhi McFadden will have surgery on his foot and significant time. Not good news for the Giants defense. Here's how the Connecticut players fared in week 1. New Haven native Tyler Booker played all 61 snaps for Dallas against the Eagles. Booker allowed no sacks. Zach Allen of the Broncos had a crucial fourth quarter sack against the Titans. Jason Pinnock of the 49ers made 4 solo tackles in a win over Seattle. Luke Schoonmaker from Hamden, he failed to make any catches, and they lost to the Eagles. And Travis Jones of New Haven, he had 3 tackles for the Ravens, who, of course, lost to the Bills. The Steelers have signed safety Jabril Peppers in the wake of the injury to Deshaun Elliott. The 49ers tight end George Kittle is out for a while with an ankle injury. San Fran also not have quarterback Brock Purdy this weekend against the Saints. The 49ers extend right tackle McKeevis 3 years, $45 million. The Eagles waive offensive guard Kenyon Green. The Titans signed safety Amani Hooker, 3 years, $48.6 million extension. The Browns running back Keshawn Judkins, 4 years, $11.4 million deal. The Giants are going to stick with quarterback Russell Wilson against the Cowboys in week 2. That's this weekend. Dolphins, Tyreek Hill is accused of domestic violence by his estranged wife, which he denies. On to baseball in the American League East. The Yankees are 2 out. The Red Sox 3 out of first place behind Toronto. The Mets were now 8 games behind the first place Phillies. Those 2 teams go at it again tonight. The Mets losing 1-0 last night. The Yankees host the Tigers. The Fairfield Little League team will be honored before the game. The Red Sox are out west, play the A's. They shut them out last night 7-0. Seattle catcher Cal Raleigh still in the lead with homers at 53. Number 2 is Kyle Schwarber with 49. The Dodgers, Ohtani right on his tail with 48. Aaron Judge is 43. And Juan Soto of the Mets has 38. Some sad news, legendary Met manager A.B. Johnson, who led the team to the 86 World Series win, has died at 82. Red Sox rookie Roman Anthony is on the IL with an oblique strain. At the U.S. Open, Arena Sabalenka wins her 2nd straight women's final at the U.S. Open. Carlos Alcaraz was the men's winner. On to the WNBA. The Connecticut Sun lost last night to the Dream. Those 2 teams play tomorrow night at Mohegan Sun. The Mercury Alyssa Thomas regains the WNBA single-season assist record. The Sky suspended Angel Reese for a half for detrimental comments to the team. Canadians goaltender Ken Dryden has died from cancer at 78. I remember him when I was a kid. He was awesome. And on to the NBA inductions, which I saw this past weekend. Carmelo Anthony, who used to play for the Knicks, a couple other teams, Dwight Howard the same way. Sue Bird and Maya Moore, some UConn stars in the WNBA. They all were inducted into the Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts. And before I go, we got to congratulate our host, Jerry Lee, who will be inducted next month into the Richard C. Lee Hall of Fame. And that's all the sports I got for you guys.
Real. Thank you, Bob.
Good job, Gary.
Nice.
Hey, now I gotta mess with them. I still thought the school looked like a prison, but it's a good job. Too.
When we beat Hillhouse in basketball, I can say that.
Well, yeah. Hold on. Now, Cross can say they beat us, but we did get after Leon a couple of years.
Yeah, we got y'all in a couple of years too. We just never beat the Legends.
We'll take the split there. We just couldn't beat Cross for some reason.
Yeah, when we beat y'all, that was like when Cleveland won their championship. We were so excited the first time we beat Hillhouse. I mean, it was
Anthony,
like
I think you'll like this one, Anthony. But in swimming, none of y'all could beat Hillhouse, and I was the captain there.
Okay, but I'm just honored. I'm just honored to be.
Hey, Don, that's like badminton, right? Come on, man.
And now, Bishop.
No, Bishop. I just want to say out of all the people that graduated from Lehigh, be honored, for the Hall of Fame.
Amen.
It's a lot of people came out of the Bobby Williams, Joe Boy, James Ragland, and I can go on and on, man. That
Slide Williams. Slide Williams.
I ain't making it.
Huh? Oh, Slide made it. Slide had to make it. He only brought in one championship. Slide's in there.
Did Earl Kelly go to Cross? I think he did, didn't he?
He did. Yes, he did.
Yeah. Who's that?
That's my cousin, but I can't remember what school he went to.
I mean, Jerry, Legally 5, all them going to Lehigh. A lot of people went to Lehigh, man. To be a part of that Hall of Fame is going to be an honor to me, man. I appreciate it, man. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Larry, I'm going to change subject for a minute. Go ahead.
I just want to bring it back. I'm sure we all saw the Hall of Fame and how LeBron James is the only living legend in the Hall of Fame that's still playing. I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, what is the end there for?
For the Dream Team.
The Dream Team. Yeah. So he got earned, and he's still playing because normally you got to be retired.
Right.
But that was all. I just wanted to bring that up in case you guys didn't catch on to that part.
I didn't either.
I kind of thought.
Nice for that.
Okay, Larry.
Flip again.
Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead, say something.
No, just he definitely deserves it. No doubt.
Go ahead, Larry. Give me some football.
They didn't want to hear about LeBron James being great.
Okay.
Well, Larry, let's get back to football. Huh?
Played out their mind against Detroit. My perception is Green Bay, there's only one team ahead of Green Bay from the NFC and they're going to meet Green Bay in the championship, Philly and Green Bay, and I'm putting my money on Green Bay.
Wow.
Well, can I start off since you said that?
I'm coming up on that one too.
I said it before the show started, so I'm going to say it so it goes on public record. There's a toll booth called Minnesota. Green Bay's got to pay the toll and get through first. Okay, so let's restructure that. Philly and the other opponent is still yet to be determined. That's what I'm going to say.
And it would be very interesting if it were Philadelphia and Green Bay, being Green Bay is the team that tried to outlaw the tush push. Well, the brotherly shove is going to roll over Green Bay.
I would say so. Brotherly shove.
Did you watch Philly play last week in Dallas?
No, I think that I think Green Bay is definitely a very vulnerable opponent for. I know you don't. I know Bishop. I love you like a brother, but I ain't with Minnesota. McCarthy just had, to me, he had an all right game, but he was troubling at the start, man. I was like, man, they better go there and sign Darnold back because they're in trouble. But yeah, but hold on, I'm still talking. Hold on, but their defense is great. They got a great defensive coordinator. Only problem is he'll never get a head coach job again because he challenged the status quo. But he's a great defensive coordinator, and he turned it up in the second half. The first half, Chicago was playing well, but he was holding his cards. He didn't blitz at all. Whole first half, he didn't blitz Chicago at all. He was playing cover, and then the second half, he let the dogs loose. He was like, "Oh man, we doing all right." In the second half, he just shut them down. He's a great defensive coordinator. But anyway, so I think that Green Bay, they already had a good defense last year. I think that's what we're missing. And now you add Michael Parsons. Now they got a great defense. You know, because
Okay.
number 7 is good. You know, and the other the rookie they got last year, their tight defensive end, he's good. You know, Gary is good. They got a great defense. And now you add Michael Parsons. And Jordan Love is just, he throws that off-platform ball, you know, from the, you know, running. He can throw it a deep ball, and they got great young wide receivers. They're going to be tough. And Bob Miss, A.J. Dillon is from Connecticut, too. He plays for.
I got a question, Lito. I got a question.
Oh, he still is.
Beat Philly because they put a whooping on Detroit. Are they the team that can knock Philly out? The Green Bay
Who's
Packers?
that?
The Green Bay Packers.
Could they knock Philly out?
Philly out. Can they beat them this year? What do you think?
Could. I don't think they will, because I think Philly will have home field advantage. So I think that the thing is what's got to be seen in week 2, and they've got a good opponent to see it against Kansas City. Is Philly's defense as good as it was last year? Because if their defense ain't up to snuff and don't look like they're gonna be, well, they lost a lot of defensive help.
Play Kansas City this coming up.
Philly plays Kansas City.
You might be doing it in 2.
Yeah, Philly play Kansas City this week.
Might be another donut, man.
Yeah, he said another donut.
Who your money on?
That's why we play the game.
Might be another donut, Larry.
Who your money on, Larry?
That's why we play the game.
Yeah, if you lose this time, you be 0-2. You gotta take all of us to Dunkin' Donuts. All right.
Hey, Jerry, but do you notice? Does anybody notice that on Larry's name tag it says just Larry?
Before we go too far, Henry, you want to go in on that Green Bay conversation?
Well, Henry.
Yeah. Well, I think they have everything. Jordan Love is probably going to be their weakest link because, you know, you still got Washington, you still got the Rams there, besides in Minnesota. But I look at because I just think in the big game, I think he's going to throw an interception. I don't know, but the defense is really great from what it looks like in game 1. I was really shocked that how bad they was beating Detroit. But we'll see. It's a long way to go. It's only game 1. They was playing at home. We'll see how they do on the road.
The next game is Thursday. Thursday, they play Washington.
At Washington.
Yeah, but he playing at home, though.
They playing at Washington. Green Bay going to Washington.
You asking that?
Oh, okay.
I might want to sneak in on that game.
Okay.
I think the key for them is going to be Jacobs. You know, he'll be able to take a lot of pressure off of Love. The thing with them is, I want to see what happens when they go into the cold weather. Now, granted, you know, they play in the quote unquote frozen tundra, but when you go on the road and you have to rely on your running game, we'll see. Josh Jacobs, you know, he did it with the Raiders. He was sort of up and down last year, but if he's able to have, he doesn't have to have like a Saquon Barkley season, but if he has a real consistent season for them, I will concede that I think right now, I think they may have a slightly better defense than Philly right now, because I think Philly, even though with the win the other night, you know, Dallas exposed that they've got some problems. Now, granted, Carter didn't play, but you know, they're a little bit their defense isn't as strong as it was last year. So yeah, you could definitely make the argument that the Packers are at the very least the second best team in the NFC, if not the best team at the very least in their division.
Did you chime in
And to
on
add
that?
to that, Larry, their offensive line is not as good as it was last year either.
Yeah,
they're hurt and they lost some guys. You know, Barkley only had 60 yards.
Yeah.
You know?
Against Dallas.
Off the bandwagon.
But you could tell that.
Hey, you want to start in a little bit before we move on to Bruce?
Sure.
What? I'm sorry. What did you say?
Yeah, your turn.
Did you shout in on this?
Yeah. Well, what were we talking about? I sort of tranced out a little bit.
Green Bay.
All right, so Bruce, go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah. I think that Green Bay has. Here's my thoughts of Green Bay. They got no shot at Philadelphia because Philadelphia's going to have a personal feeling against them, trying to deal with them on that tush push situation.
Oh yeah, you did chime in. Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought I chimed in on that one.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I was wondering. What was you talking about? Okay.
All right,
All
well,
right.
we're gonna go with Bruce in the studio, especially since y'all want to talk about Dallas. Get him, Bruce.
Yeah. You know, I like what they said.
Yeah, get him, Bruce.
I like the way they thought. See, like Larry said earlier, you play the game on the field. Y'all talk all that jump about Dallas gonna get blown out and all that, and they held their own. Barkley gonna run crazy, 60 yards. You know what I mean? Y'all counted Dallas out. Keep on counting them out. Like y'all always say every year. We'll see what's happening by the 5th week. And that what you're saying is, Ernie? We'll see what happened by the 5th week, by the end.
By week 5, let's see where they are.
Y'all putting a lot of stuff on this first game here.
I saw the Green Bay game, and I think Detroit just done lost 2 steps and made Green Bay look just that good. I don't really think Green Bay gonna do all you guys think they're gonna do, Coach.
I don't either.
As far as Parson they picked up, how many tackles they had? 1?
He played good.
He played all right.
Played good, really good.
He
He had
played
a
all right.
sack.
Didn't he have 1.5 sacks?
1 sack.
He
Yeah.
got a lot of hurries though.
But you know what, Don? You got to see who he's playing against. He was playing against Panay Sewell, who's the best in the business, and he was handling. He was pushing
giving
him back.
the business. Yeah.
But he wasn't up against a nobody. He was up against the best in the business with Panay Sewell, and he held his own.
All right, I guess I didn't really understand that part, but
Yeah.
to me, I'm not gonna put them up there with the Eagles yet, just because. But to me, Detroit done lost about 4 steps in my mind.
Yeah, Detroit is not the same team. Definitely, they got a lot to prove. Even their defense, Hutchinson. I don't even think he got a hurry, did he?
Nope.
I don't think he did anything. Yeah,
Nope.
they got a lot to prove. Yeah.
They broke the line a few times, but not often. That's for sure.
Yeah, you want to chime in on any of this? All right, so what else you got, Larry?
Okay, next one. Everybody who leaves the New York Giants become stars.
Oh my
Instant
God.
stars. Is it something about New York, or does New York not hire the coach talent? Because Barkley came out of there, instant superstar, MVP of the league. I mean, he was chosen #1 in the top 100 by his peers. And Daniels go to the Colts, and he break all kind of records. He scored on 7 straight possessions.
Seven straight.
7 straight.
7 straight. Is that the Giants, or is that just their misfortune?
That's a bad draft
I
choice.
still think Daniel Jones is. I still think Daniel Jones is a fraud. I think this was just a one-game wonder.
Couldn't hear you. Everybody
I'm
talking.
sorry.
What you say, Dan? Go ahead, Dan.
I still think Daniel Jones is a fraud. This was just a one-game wonder. Wake me up in 5 weeks and see where Daniel Jones is. He was going up against a Miami defense that's struggling. And Tua didn't do any. Tua didn't help himself either. As a matter of fact, the coach for the Dolphins his seat just got even hotter after this game as well. But I'll believe Daniel Jones if he's still doing this in another month or so. But no, I think this was just for at least on the Jones thing was a coincidence.
All right.
Well, Larry.
But
I agree.
That's breaking history. 7 straight. I mean, that's a little bit more than coincidence. 7 straight has never been done.
Let me see.
I agree with Ant. I just think it was just he had a great game. I think the Dolphins game on there, Larry was saying, I think the Dolphins was the biggest defeat, the worst defeat of the weekend. I mean, you talking about Miami, they got killed. They got crushed. And Daniel Jones, he was outcast, thrown away, like get out of here. Then still, landed on there. He's supposed to be the backup. He ended up starting and went 7 straight possessions, scored a touchdown. I just think that was anomaly. I don't think he could do it again, but he did it that time. But more importantly, I think that the coach from Miami is definitely on the hot seat after that performance.
You got that right.
I see.
He looked bad all the way around, man. They look terrible.
Go ahead, Andy, you got something to say?
Yeah, well, Tyreek Hill, I'm just wondering how much effect he had on the team because it just seemed like, I don't know, they didn't even score a touchdown. So I don't know because I know they was having some rumbling as far as if he was getting along with the teammates because at one time he wanted to seem like he wanted to get up the team. So I don't know. I think they got some issues in Miami.
Yeah, to a fumble the ball, through an interception. They got some issues. Tua.
Hey, but I have a question.
It looked like Miami just stepped clean off the field.
Yeah.
The practice squad played is what you should have said.
I have a question. Daniel Brown was cast off from the Giants. He was going up against a talented first-round draft choice, which was Anthony Richardson Sr., who gets hurt. Anthony Richardson Sr. hasn't done anything, but he was drafted in like the top 4 of the year that he came out. So, they are all NFL players. They're grown men. And to score 7 straight times, that's a feat. I mean, how much of that is just, you know what? It's what they get for getting rid of me because they got rid of him. They didn't invest in him. And the Giants have a tendency to do that, along with the fact that they are the first team or the last team to start a black quarterback, Geno Smith, so, you never know. I mean, are the Giants that bad when it comes to coaching? It just seems like everyone that leaves the Giants are successful elsewhere. They won there too, or there 4 when they have their chances. But when people leave, they seem to do better.
I'm hoping they give us Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. You got Hargrave. My goodness, you don't need
Dexter Lawrence too.
Okay.
I still want
Lawrence
Dexter
Taylor and Bruce Smith. Yeah, I know.
No, just Dexter Lawrence. You can keep Taylor and Smith. They ain't rocking chairs right now. Lawrence is still on the field. Come on, Larry.
So, right quick though, for the first time ever, the 16 black quarterbacks will start this season.
Wow.
Yeah, that out there.
Yep.
So that is something.
That's amazing.
So what do you guys think? They're getting desperate now?
Remind me of good times.
No. They transformed the game, man. They've changed the game. Before, it's funny, I don't know if you've seen the interview, but they was talking to Lamar Jackson. It was before they thought that the black quarterback had to run around because they weren't smart enough to stay in the pocket to read the defense and all that. And Lamar said, nah, that's smart. Why are you going to sit in the pocket and let a 300-pound man bang on you when I could roll out and throw the ball the same place and let my guy get it? So I just think as they evolutionize the game, now you have to, black or white, you got to be able to, move around the pocket. Daniel Jones can run, So, and the guy May from the Patriots, he can run. Bo Nix can run. So black or white, now you got to move around. It's just that you got so many, it's a great opportunity. Look at God. He always, when you try to push him down, he always raise him up.
Yes,
16 black quarterbacks. I saw that and I was like, wow.
Hey, on top of the fact, Daniel Jones got a lot of practice with New York in running. So, we understand that.
Everybody was surprised when he beat Anthony out.
I wasn't surprised. He's better than him.
Yeah, he must be because he.
No, Anthony's he's a great talent. He's just not. He doesn't understand the quarterback position yet. Yeah, he might be. If they hanging with him, when his quarterback IQ and all that catches up with his physical ability, he might. If they hang on to him, be like Trent.
Let me ask you something. Well, do you think Richardson has a poor work ethic, and that could be his holdback? I mean, I'm not sure. I've seen him, but I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure either. I just think he really didn't play. He shouldn't have been drafted where he was. They were drafting him on potential, plus he didn't even play that much in college. Okay. They was looking at this guy. He's a statue. He's like Cam Newton with a strong arm, kind of like that. So they're going on potential. But they draft him with nobody in front of him. So they said, okay, we draft you. Let's throw him out there without, it's like that. How you get elevated to a position with no training. And they just put him out there, with no opportunity to learn. Even Pat Mahomes, which they consider the GOAT right now, set for a whole year.
Right.
A whole year. He's set, So.
Did you hear that, Larry?
I just don't think it's the evolution.
He sat for a whole year.
We'll take a quick pause.
Quick pause, and we come back live with some more topics. All right.
Big Don Productions and Kingdom Media International proudly presents the Kerry Green's Gospel Music Showcase, Saturday, October 4th, 2025 at the Music Back Then Performance Studio. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. Starts at 6 p.m. The location is 221 Bull Hill Lane, West Haven, Connecticut. Featured artists include God's Favor, Chosen by God, Rose Cloud, Calvin Cooper, Yvette Early, Gray, The Voice, Charlotte Williams, and featured artists Kevin Monroe and Devotions. Also that evening, honoring Bishop Ernest Richard Jr., radio legend of Power to Stand, Outreach Ministry. Our doors open at 5:30 p.m. Starts at 6 p.m. $20 at the door. Cash App address, $84 Plymouth. That's Cash App address, $84 Plymouth. Also sponsored by WJRG, Connecticut's #1 24-hour gospel internet radio station, and Big Don for Big Don Productions. For more information, call 203-875-0520. That's 203-875-0520. Come on, and we will see you there.
All right. Go ahead, Larry.
Now, I'm watching the games. I watched the Cleveland game pretty closely, and they got a great offense, especially a great passing game. They was held to 144 total yards by Cleveland. This is a game Cleveland gave away. I mean, they gave it away. They had to kick the 2 field goals, hit one of them at least, but they did something to Cincinnati I never been done before. 144 total yards. Anthony, what's your opinion?
Anthony's gone.
Anthony's gone?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, let Kendall do it.
Yeah,
I was going to pass it to Kendall because he was talking on the last one. So go ahead, Kendall.
Yeah, well, I want to say something that I was going to say even before that is that when you're talking about the 16 black quarterbacks, the quarterback position has evolved so much that they have become the most athletic player on the team. Back when we were growing up, I mean, we had a scrambling quarterback in Fran Tarkenton, but Dan Marino, Pastorini, and the rest of the guys, and the Joe Flaccos, and even the Tom Brady's, huh?
Archie Manning, I was just throwing him in there too.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying they weren't athletic. But now the game has evolved. These guys are weighing 300 pounds with abs, so they can run a lot faster. So now the quarterback position has become the most athletic position on the field. You could literally say that Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson are the most athletic person on the football field when they're playing. So that's what's happening to the quarterback position. So now, naturally, they're going to say that, black quarterbacks are more athletic. Cam Newton was athletic. They're going to say that about us. Donovan McNabb worked out better than Tim Couch. They came out of the same draft class, But just to say, to answer the other question about Cleveland, they gave that game away. They just gave it away. They gave it away with the field goal. They gave it away with the game plan. Cincinnati stole one from Cleveland. And that's all I can say about that. They played a really good defensive game, and it was just not a smart offensive game.
Yeah, they played a good game. They played real good game.
Yeah, they played a good game.
Flacco looked good, man. That's what they want him. He's a seasoned vet. He knows how to, how to throw the ball around. But yeah, Cincinnati, they stole that, no doubt.
They stole that one. Yeah.
1 point win, right? They won by 1 point.
Wasn't it 17-16?
Yeah. 1 point, 17-16, yeah.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers looked good.
He looked very good.
That was the next thing.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead, Larry.
Okay. The last thing and final thing. the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. I got to take my hat off to Aaron Rodgers. I seen him get sacked a couple times, but I thought he wouldn't get back up. But he threw for 4 touchdowns. But on the other side, Miami's quarterback looked really good too. You know,
The Jet.
I'd never seen him play that well. You know, so that was a good game. You know, that was a really good game. And to see him throw for 4 touchdowns with the Steelers, hey, they might make the playoff, but they ain't going too much further.
So Larry, who the Pittsburgh got to play next? Who the Steelers got to play next? You know,
I don't know who the Steelers play next. I don't know the next game.
Yeah, that was a good game. The Jets, like you said, though, Fields looked real good for the Jets, man. He played really well. He ran the ball well. He threw the ball well.
Yeah.
You know, they looked. That was a very entertaining game. Then, yep.
Yeah, Rodgers really looked good, man. I was shocked by he was throwing that ball over 30 yards on the run, man.
Yeah.
Did you hear his interview, Boost? Oh man, he said he wanted to beat anyone associated with the Jets. He said because there were some people in the organization that thought he couldn't play. He said he was good just to show them that he could still play. He wanted to beat anyone that was associated with the Jets. That's what he said.
Water boy, the janitor, everybody.
Everybody.
Stop picking on the water boy.
The picks, Henry. You came in first place on the picks, Henry.
Okay.
Yes,
I
sir.
didn't look at. I actually did not go in and.
Yeah. Henry did. Henry came in first. I came in second.
Yeah, I got to figure that out because I'm trying to get on there.
What you got, Henry?
We'll talk about offline though.
You should be able to get. Who couldn't get on? You, Jerry?
You're in there, Jerry.
Who's not on?
I see Jerry's picks in there. Yeah, I see you, Jerry. Or somebody in there is 7-7. WJRG.
What's my record?
Larry, where's Larry? I think Larry, you was 10. You had 10 wins. Henry was 12-4. I mean, Henry was 12-2.
Henry 12-2. Iceman's 11-3. Larry, you're 10-4.
Yeah.
I'm 9-5. Don is 8-6.
I did. I picked Buffalo.
7-7. And Jerry, you're JRG. You're 7-7.
Okay, they got knocked off.
Henry, who was your two losses, Henry? Because I said, how you get 12-2?
I can't even remember what.
I told you have to pick in the helmet colors. I know. All right.
You know what I mean? I can't remember if I picked if I picked Baltimore or not. I can't remember.
You only had 2 losses.
I only had 2. But I can't remember if Baltimore.
Yeah, I picked Miami too, Larry.
That I picked Baltimore to win.
I picked the AFC East. They lost me. Miami, the Jets, and New England. Those are my 3 losses.
Oh, okay. I did Kansas City. I thought I picked the win, and they lost.
No, you wasn't able to. You wasn't able to.
I wouldn't do that game. Okay,
No, you couldn't pick the Kansas City game.
Oh,
no,
yeah. I don't know what.
Yeah, you only had 2 losses. I can't. Before you could see everybody, but I could only see mine. I didn't see yours.
I got you right here, Henry. The Patriot loss and the Ravens loss. So your 2 losses.
Well, you had a perfect record. You would have had a perfect record.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Mine was Miami, the Jets, and New England.
Now, who's Iceman? Is that you, Bruce?
That's me. No, that's me.
No, that's you.
Yes.
You have the Jets, the Dolphins, the Patriots.
Yeah.
And
that's
who
it.
else?
Nobody.
Jets,
I'm looking at it.
Patriots. Those were your only losses.
I lost the Jets. I mean the Patriots.
I went 7-7.
The Patriots, the Colts, and you picked against Minnesota. Was you feeling well that day? You picked against.
I thought my boy was gonna come through, but he
did come through, but he got shut down on the way in. You didn't take that right, did you?
At halftime.
Jerry, you're the WJRG. That you didn't put your name.
But when I went in and went to Splash Sports, they told me
that is Splash Sports. That's what it is.
Sports. The
Hey,
thing is,
Bishop.
you got to put in the name of this league is WJRG Sports Talk Pick'em League. You got to put in Pick'em League. WJRG Sports Talk Pick'em League.
Bishop.
Yes, sir.
Look on the WJRG and you'll see Bruce's name under there.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not Jerry, it's Bruce. Okay.
WJRG. Yeah.
Yeah, I went 7-7.
Okay, that's Bruce. Okay, so Jerry, I gotta send you the link again, and just look for WJRG Sports Talk Pick'em League.
And send it to me, Bishop.
I thought you had it, or I sent it to you. Didn't you ask me for the?
I don't have it.
All right, well, let me go back and
You're there, Larry.
Larry's in there.
I want to save it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Hey, I got a quick question to ask you guys before the fight on Saturday. What are you guys' thoughts?
Oh man, I'm watching that.
Oh man, I can't wait, Kendall. Woo!
Oh my God.
So I'm picking Crawford.
Yeah.
I want Bud Crawford to win. I do.
Yeah. I mean, I like Canelo. Canelo's a beast, but Crawford is just, I mean, he just rises to the occasion, even though I don't think he should have won his last fight. I don't think he took the championship. I think they should have even been a draw because he never really hurt him. But Crawford is he's on a mission. I think Canelo already peaked. You know what I mean? I think Canelo already peaked. So I'm going with Bud.
I too am going with Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
I'm going with Crawford.
Hey, you got to watch their special on Netflix.
I won't come up like that. See, I got to go through check this out. What I got to do.
Okay.
My goodness.
They got a special on, you said, Kendall?
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah, the training looks very interesting.
I gotta check that out. You can talk about it every week.
It's only 2 episodes, and then the fight comes up on Saturday.
Yeah, man.
Don, do me a favor. That link that I sent you, Don, can you send it to Kendall and to Jerry? The link that I sent you, Don?
Kendall, do you watch MMA?
Yeah, of course I do.
What about Lord Silver and Lopez coming up, man? That's
No, of course. That's going to be serious. Absolutely.
Lord Silver is a mess, man. All them boys from Brazil are good, man.
Listen, I've been
Fighting
watching
nerds.
MMA since 1992.
Really, I just got into it. Really.
Oh no, I'm MMA. I got MMA equipment here, everything.
Yeah. I got in it following Izzy until he got beat.
That guy, this show. The one that they traded.
For Washington?
Yeah.
Who they traded?
That what was the guy? What was the boy name from Washington that got traded that Jay Daniels used to throw to all the time?
No, you're talking about Matt Lawrence?
He's playing.
Matt Lawrence. Yeah,
I thought they
traded. No, he was there. He was there.
Scary.
They signed him.
Yeah, Scary Terry. Yeah, they signed him when they signed everybody, Henderson and all. Then they all signed him together. You know what, Larry? Though, I mean, Bishop. I just didn't see where McCarthy was able to get the ball downfield. To his wide receiver. I didn't see it. He did more with the running. I just didn't see where he was able to get the ball, downfield. I think that's gonna be a problem, especially against the better teams. And I noticed Addison, is he hurt? I see
Addison suspended for 3 games.
Oh, suspended, yeah.
Yeah, and see, this is one of the problems. And I see what you're saying. He, to me, and I the first 3 quarters, I was kind of baffled because he seemed like his feet were locked to the floor and couldn't go anywhere. It's not that Chicago was bum rushing him or anything of that nature. It was just that McCarthy seemed to be disoriented. I don't know what they said to him in the 4th quarter, but suddenly the light came on in the 4th quarter about the 12-minute mark, and he woke up, and that looked like the J.J. McCarthy I was looking for from the outset. So I'm going to wait and see what happens next week. And I'm thinking, I forgot who they're playing. I'll look at it again later. But I think McCarthy's going to be okay. I think he's the quarterback we need. He's just a step above Sam Darnold. And I'm going to stick to my realistic view, 11-6, hopeful, 14-3, out of my mind, 17-0.
Yeah, okay. You got a step above Sam Darnold or a step behind Sam Darnold?
A step above Sam Darnold.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
You know, I mean, Sam Darnold, the one thing I figured out with Darnold, and even kind of watching the highlights, Darnold panicked in that game. When he had the ball knocked out of his hand, I think on their last drive, that's typical Sam Darnold. He was doing that the last 3 or 4 games last year. He panics in a moment when he needs to be at his coolest and his calmest. But I think McCarthy's going to be better because he showed me that in adversity, he can still hold it together. He didn't play great, but he at least still held it together. He didn't cost the game except for that one interception. Just that one. And the route got jumped on that one. I don't know what he was thinking when he sent that one over there.
And he came through in the end.
That's the point. That's what counts the most. That's what counts the most.
All right, this is the 7 o'clock hour. Anybody got anything they want to add before we close it out? Anybody got a topic or something? And then we can close it out. Everybody good? All right,
Great week of football, man. Great week of football, Larry. What about them Chiefs, man? They better come through this week, Larry.
I'm liking Baltimore and the Bills over the Chiefs right now. I'm liking both of them.
Larry, I said earlier, if the Chiefs lose again, they're gonna be 0-2, donut and 2, and you got to buy everybody a gift certificate eventually for Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Larry, I'm gonna go easy on you. Just send us a McDonald's certificate. How's that?
Nah, I'll pass on McDonald's. I need my intestines.
We get that. Just send us all McDonald's certificate.
So what you thinking, Larry? What's your think on this week, Larry?
Come on now, Larry.
Hey, my thing is gonna be a tough game, but I believe KC up in KC gonna take them out by 3. They ain't gonna be a blowout by 3.
Okay. Okay.
Listen, is the game being played at 1? Yeah, they'll be taken out by 3. They'll be on their way to lunch in case you will have another loss.
Okay, Larry.
By 3.
Yeah. What are they playing at? They're playing in Kansas City, right?
Kansas City, yeah.
Well, that might make a difference. That might make it because
They
The
walk.
heart of the champion.
Yes, sir.
They got Pratt with the retiree breakfast tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow?
If you're interested, yeah, tomorrow morning.
Okay. Where at?
11.
At
Where?
the diner on Washington Avenue.
North Haven diner.
That's what Steve.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So
You know the service, Evelyn's service is Friday, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Miller Heights.
I got the flyer today. My supervisor, sent it.
Yeah, I got the flyer too.
Okay, Jerry, I just sent you the link to get in.
I got it.
Okay, cool.
You got the link to get in, and if I need to send you a personal invite, I'll go back in and do the invite.
All right, Henry, this week, man, you tell me who got the best colors in the helmet so we can figure this out.
That's hey. But listen, Henry, and I gotta say this: Henry and Don, more so Henry than Don, got lucky last year. Your streak ends this week, okay?
Henry's still on the roll, though, man.
He is on the roll. You can't knock it. But then again, when you're down there in Jacksonville drinking the water, you'll say anything, huh?
Henry's still on the roll, man. I looked at it, I said, wow, Henry's still on the roll, man. That's number 2.
We got to figure out how to design a playoff, get the top 4 guys in for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then we'll go for it.
Good job, Henry. I don't know, man. Kansas City, Larry. I'm scared for you this week, Larry. I think y'all gonna be 0-2, man.
For the first time in how many years?
But that's why we play the game.
Yeah,
I know.
That's what.
You know, Saquon only got 60 yards. He gonna be looking for that 100-yard game, man.
You got that right. And then Kelsey's girlfriend will be in the house, so that.
Kelsey ain't a factor no more. They need to go get one of them young tight ends.
She didn't show up when they lost. She didn't show up.
Kelsey ain't a factor no more, man.
Oh, she didn't show up. So
wow.
She got to show up.
Taylor Swift didn't make it. No wonder they lost. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Larry.
Hey. No, that's my thought.
She was on TV. You didn't see it when she chimed in when that man smacked the snot out of Kelsey. Almost smacked his helmet off.
hey, wait now, Walt. Which reminds me, and getting back to Derrick Henry, I don't know which one of y'all put in the chat that man's got a family, but when Derrick Henry slammed the defender to the ground by the helmet, and then one of y'all wrote that man, hey, that was disrespectful. That man's got a family. That was funny. I'm sorry. I went back and just to watch that one highlight, man. How does a guy that strong? I mean, he just like, I don't know, like you know how you dribble a basketball before you go up. I never dunked, so I don't know what it's like to put a dunk in, but you put that one hard dribble in, he pow. I said, okay, that poor boy's gonna need medication.
That didn't hurt Kelsey. Kelsey wanted the referee to see it. That's why he tried to get the guy in trouble.
You know what,
It was a
Kelsey?
big man that hit him. Well, you know he didn't feel that.
That was a big man that hit him.
Now,
Defensive tackle. He's the same one that knocked. He's the same one that knocked the ball down twice.
My goodness. Well, I'll tell you what.
And you know what gets you is, they said that was no big deal. They didn't call it. They didn't throw him out the game. They just said
no, because they said he hit him with the open hand. It wasn't a punch. It wasn't a closed fist. It was just a smack.
I wouldn't have believed that if I didn't see it for myself, though. A smack that big is still illegal.
Yeah, that was a big smack, bro. He knocked his whole helmet around.
That's still illegal, but they said it was all right.
No, that's what the guy. Yeah, I agree. He said because it wasn't a closed fist. I was like, wow.
He should have got penalized for hitting them. Period. I mean, he just up out of the blue, and you can get away with that. We're gonna see more of that now.
Yeah.
No, he did, but I don't know. I'm surprised. Usually they give him that. But yeah, man, that was a big one. That was a big one. It was more for the Chargers quarterback because they was in the close game. The last 8 times, and Pat Mahomes was 7-1. So against them in the close game, all their games go down to like 3 points.
Yeah.
And so Herbert finally came through. So that was more important for him and his psyche than it was for Pat Mahomes. Yeah.
Yep.
Big time.
Let's
big
see what
time.
the rest of the season holds. Week 2 is
All right,
coming up.
We're gonna let Minister Henry go ahead and close us out.
Yep.
Come on, Hank.
All right. Father, we thank you for your love, your grace. Your
Yes,
mercy.
God.
Lord, you are so wonderful.
Lord.
You are the true and living God. You
Jesus.
are the Most High. And we give you praise. We give
Always.
you glory, Lord. There is
Yes,
no
God.
one above you, God. And we exalt you and give you praise. And Father, we ask that you bless every household, God, that is represented on this show, God. In the mighty name of Jesus.
Yes.
Strengthen every man here tonight,
Yes,
God.
God.
In their inner man, God, with a deeper revelation knowledge of Jesus Christ through your Holy Spirit. And Father, we thank you for everyone that is in need of healing, God, that you strengthen right now. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, God bless.
Depends on their next game. Amen.
All right. Well,
Amen.
I thought we was going to take you in, but I guess we let you off the hook.
Friday night.
Friday night.
Friday night.
All
right,
right,
gentlemen.
fellas. God bless you. All have
God
a
bless.
God
good
bless.
evening.
Have a